Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? On the review table today we have two new multi-tools from Bibury. The one with the pliers is called the Outdoor Mini Multi-Tool, and the one with the scissors they're calling Keychain Rescue Multi-Tool. And you see the item numbers there. Now these are going for around $20 at least on US Amazon. However, Bibury has told me that they plan to do various sales and promotions. So depending on when you watch this, these could well be less than $20, which is a good thing. Alright, also you see the different item numbers on these if you want to look them up. I will include links for your convenience under the video. Those are for US Amazon if you can use that. And here is a close-up for you providing information, some specifications, and the tool set. Alright, so you see regular pliers, wire cutters, needle nose pliers, hook knife, scalpel blade, bat clip, file, box opener, tweezers, glass breaker, surgical scalpel, and the other one has rescue scissors in place of those pliers, and also instead of a pocket clip that actually has a lanyard hole that comes out, so folds out I should say. Alright, so that's what these have. Alright, so it's going to come with 3 scalpel blades total. Alright, and so that's what's in the box. Here is a size comparison for you with the Bibury multi-tools. And the smallest tool there is a Leatherman Micra. The largest tool is a Leatherman Super Tool 300. So as you can see, these Bibury tools are intermediate in size, significantly thicker and longer than a Leatherman Micra, but also significantly shorter and lighter than that Super Tool 300, which is a full size, or some would say extra large size, conventional multi-tool. Alright, so these are in between. As far as how to deploy the tools, well, with the main tools you unfold the handles like so. Alright, so there's the scissors and the pliers. As far as the other tools, they all have nail nicks, so they are easy to deploy. You want to be careful with the scalpel, it's super sharp. Alright, so that's how to deploy those, nail nicks. Now, these tools do not lock, but there is a substantial amount of friction on the pivot, so they are pretty secure. Now the scissors tool has a fold-out lanyard hole, or for a keychain. Right, so it has that. And there's one more tool, tweezers. Right, you see them there? Kind of like on some Swiss knives. Right, so you've got tweezers, a slot for the tweezers. Now both the pliers and the scissors have spring action, right? They are spring-loaded, so to speak. And here is a shot that just shows you the same thing that they showed you on the back. All the implements, the folding ones partly unfolded. Alright, so that's a pretty interesting and well-rounded tool set, I would say. Depends on what you're planning to use it for, but I could find uses for many of those implements. So these mini multi-tools do not have a knife blade per se, but they have plenty of cutting power, with this one having scissors, a cutting hook, a package opener or box opener, and scalpel. I mean, it just has a lot of ways to cut things, but I guess they assume you maybe you already have a folding knife, so they gave you a whole bunch of other things to complement a pocket knife. You feel me? Now here's a scalpel, medical equipment. Extremely sharp. So yeah, scalpel, medical equipment, however, it also has a lot of hobby applications. Can be used, kind of like you use an X-Acto knife. Anywhere where you need precision, right? Many uses for a scalpel. I remember when I was in 8th grade, I had one of those science teachers that was all gung-ho and trying to give us college level stuff. So my middle school science teacher made us dissect fetal pigs. So I think that was one of the first times I was really using the scalpel in the medical or scientific way. A fetal pig is a about an 8-pound unborn pig. We dissected them. So yeah, dissection, just one use of your scalpel. Now as for how to remove the scalpel blade, well, I mean, you can push on this right here, like a tab, right? If you push on that, you can then slide it off that way. It's hard to do through a viewfinder, but there we go. All right, so how to put it on? Well, you see that slot there. You have to thread that into that slot, right? Again, really hard to do through a viewfinder when you're... There you go. And then make sure that that is seated on there. So that's how to replace scalpel blades. I had somebody get mad at me because I didn't show that in some other like OTF scalpel video. But I could tell his anger was really fear, because if you're afraid enough to lose your social skills and be rude to a stranger, I know that you're afraid. And why was he afraid? Because he was terrified of a super sharp scalpel. If you're that kind of nervous, tense, fearful person, just don't buy knives, don't buy scalpels, don't buy any of this stuff. All right? Now, regarding this glass breaker, it doesn't lock, but notice how in line it is with the center line of the tool. So essentially, if you were to bring it straight down, where does the force go? It goes like that, right? So the force goes against that instead of tempting it to close. However, if you bring it down like this, now you're tempting it to close, correct? So if you wanted to do it at an angle, you would do like that. All right? So that's my commentary on it, on working around the fact that it doesn't lock. It's better than nothing. I did see an interesting review where someone said they thought this was a scratch-all. Now, a scratch-all is something that can mark or inscribe on pieces of metal, right? So I found that interesting that, you know, he probably actually uses scratch-alls, so that's what it was to him. So just be advised, this could be used as a scratch-all. And this file, which you can use as a nail file. I mean, it's a roughed surface. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could use it as a nail file or filing other materials. Alright, here is the hook knife versus a strap that's like a seat belt. Okay, there you go. So it did require a lot of force, but it did its job. The hook knife is also good against twine or cord. Alright. So just go right through. Here's the package opener. Alright, sorry for any background noise. It's a very nice day. People are doing yard work. Alright, so can it cut through this type of packaging? Wow. Okay, so hope you can see that. It'll slice right through this type of packaging. Useful. And if you're wondering what this was for, that was the packaging for this budget intertool knife. Here is some paracord. Here's the scissors on paracord. As you can see, it can cut the paracord. And as far as I can tell, you can use either hand with the scissors. Alright, so semi-ambidextrous. Also, you see I'm using them like this. What happens if I turn them around? Well, let's see. Alright, it cuts just as well. Notice with the scissors, that blade is serrated and the other is conventional. Here's a seatbelt like strap. This is what they say the scissors are for, rescue scissors. Alright, so let's see. Can it go through that? It cuts through that very well. Here are the wire cutters on some copper wire. It works well. Alright, here are the pliers going to snap a blade. It's a snap-off type of blade on this utility knife. So you can grip stuff. Just snap it off. So the pliers, I mean, you know what pliers can do. You can hold things in place, you can grip things, you can turn things. Can be handy to have some pliers. And here are the tweezers going after an arm hair. Alright, let me find one. Alright. Ow. Alright, there you go. I don't know if you can see that. So the tweezers work. Okay, my friends, so you saw that. So basically what we have here is a large variety of cutting implements. Whether you have to cut wire, cut cord, cut paracord, cut seatbelt straps, or if you have to do some medical or scientific thing or skinning with the scalpel. Yeah, definitely a lot of options and capabilities in terms of cutting different materials, definitely. And also the pliers, you know the uses of those, right? Holding, turning, manipulating, you can use them like forceps. The smaller ones have some uses in IT as well. So, final conclusions on these. Do I feel that they're worth the price? $20? Absolutely. And if they go on sale, even more so. Right? You can always debate whether a different tool slot would be more or less useful for your job or your lifestyle, of course. But objectively, are these worth the reasonable price? Yeah, I think you could get a lot of use out of them, even just around the house. Is there anything wrong with them? There's no deal breakers. They are a bit heavy for what they are. I don't really care, but if you're sensitive about that, yeah, they are a bit heavy. And really, it just depends if whatever you're doing day to day, your job or your lifestyle finds these particular tool sets useful. But are these well made? Are they solidly made? Are the tolerances good? Yes, these are the scissors in particular were very good. They can tackle anything you need to cut. Yeah, so what was the best thing and the worst thing? To me, the worst thing was the cutting hook. Even though it did cut the strap, it just took a lot of force. The best thing was the scissors. Also, I will note just the scalpels can be extremely useful for precise work, so I like that. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are all doing well. I think most people can figure out if they need these particular tool sets. Right? But if you do find the tool sets useful, the multi-tools themselves, yeah, I definitely think they're worth the $20 or less. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm out.